This video is being shared to demonstrate the basic steps for replacing the main controller, auger motor, fan, firebox, and hot rod on your Traeger smoker. I decided to replace these parts when my Traeger started frequently blowing the fuse on the back of the main controller. While I am replacing the main controller, I do not think the fuse blowing was related to the main controller itself, but rather one of the other electronics in my Traeger. The pictured main controller in the upper left corner was ordered from Amazon. The Amazon ASIN number is B08T9T9GSD. There are several main controller replacement options available on Amazon. I like this one because it included 2 meat thermometer probes that my existing main controller did not have inputs for. The pictured auger motor, fan, firebox, and hot rod were also ordered from Amazon as a package. The ASIN number for this package was B09T6DMB6M. This is a close-up of the fan I plan to install. Here is the auger motor with a small fan on the side. Here we have the firebox on the left and the hot rod on the right. And finally we have the main controller unit. I started this project by laying my Traeger down to get better visibility to the underside of the hopper where all the wiring and electronics are located. Here's the view underneath the hopper. Starting with removing the old auger motor. To remove it, you will need an Allen wrench on this side, and there's a nut on the opposite side. Limited space, I had to get creative and used a short-handed screwdriver to hold the socket to remove the nut. I removed the main control to see and line up my tools on the auger motor. Removing and reinstalling the auger motor was by far the hardest part of this project, as the space is very small. Be sure to reconnect the wiring harness for the auger motor to the main control when complete. Next, I replaced the blower fan. Start by detaching the old fan's wiring harness from the main controller. Then remove the 4 small bolts holding the fan in place. Before reinstalling the new fan, now is the time to replace the old hot rod and firebox. To get to the firebox, open the lid to your Traeger, remove the cooking rack and the loose metal plate used for catching grease. Remove the 4 small bolts securing the firebox. Lift the firebox out and remove the set screw holding the hot rod in place. Now disconnect the hot rod wiring harness from the main controller. You can now fish the new hot rod wiring through the tube encasing the auger and out to the opening where the fan was. Attach the new hot rod to the new firebox using the set screw, and then insert the new firebox into position and reinstall the 4 bolts to hold the hot box in place. Now you can install the new blower fan by putting it into place and reinstalling the 4 bolts that hold it in place. Be sure that the wiring harness for the hot rod is not in a place where it could interfere with the movement of the fan. Connect the wiring harness for the fan and hot rod with the main controller unit. All that is left now is to reinstall the main controller. Make sure the wiring harness for the auger motor, blower fan, and hot rod are all attached. Also, if you are replacing the main controller, you will also need to remove the wiring connection for the temperature gauge from the old controller to the new main controller. Connect the main controller with 2 screws, and you're all done. I wish I had taken more videos and pictures for this project to share with you. I have used my Traeger about a dozen times since replacing these parts, and I have not blown the fuse on the main controller one time. The old blower fan had a ton of dirt buildup on it, and the small fan attached to the old auger motor did not have any blades any longer. Replacing these parts fixed my issue at a fraction of the cost of a new Traeger. Hopefully this video helps you out as well. If so, please like this video and hit the subscribe button. Thank you.